Hello everyone, this is Dynamation 4 and welcome back to some more FTB Infinity Evolved. Oh, it's so hard talking like this. Today we are going to do some more stuff. Oh, I gotta stop that now. So welcome back. We are back playing Infinity Evolved. I've been busy. I've been very busy. And if you have really eagle eyes, you already have seen what I've done, but you probably haven't because it's barely there. So, it's been a little while, and I've been doing some stuff. Last time I showed you I mined out all that marble, and, well, I've done some things with the marble, and some cobblestone, and some wood, and I made a thing, and I'm trying to not, okay, so there's my little bridge, trying to not spoil the surprise, and you can see it on the minimap now, so it's too late. I made this. Yeah, this is the start of the big sphere. And I did, in fact, go down. Oh, oops. Nothing you can see there. Let's find a block. I can break and show you. This one. Better. Yeah, it's a full semi-sphere. Obviously, I'm having some problems with an infestation in my basement. Nothing I can't fix at some point. Yeah, so I used the building guide. And I actually modified it a little bit. As you can see right here, these go straight up. So it's not a perfect sphere. It's like kind of pill-shaped almost. Because like the sides and what, yeah. Like it doesn't go out all the way. It stays in to make these edges flat. So I can have some nice walls. Yeah, but the top's all spherical, and I got this is gonna be filled in with glass. This is just the frame. And I'm gonna have walls that go up to about this level. So it's going to go up to about here. There's going to be walls. You can put stuff behind the walls. You can put stuff underneath them. And I also made this this platform thing in the middle. And the reason I made this, I did some testing, right? And I think I have the stuff on me. Yes, I do. So I want to have an assembly table right here in the middle because the lasers look really cool. And the reason this is here is because that spot right there is exactly the furthest away a laser can be from the assembly table and still work. All 4 of these corners I could put lasers in. In fact, all along these edges, but these corners look pretty cool. So I just need to run some power through these big columns, which you're probably going to have to do anyway to get power to the second floor. Probably even put one like right here, one right here, one right here, right here, maybe even some along the edges. And then there'll be some more down below. Like I'm going to carve out a big hole here and put some more lasers in. And then this thing will be running pretty cool. Like, yeah, so that's the purpose of this. I'm thinking about having this be the whole floor, but I feel like this is too small of a opening in the middle. Like I don't know. Like if this is the only way to get down to the floor below, I'd want it to go out further. So like maybe I'm just going to have this walkway right here. And then it goes out a little bit. And there's the actual floor part, and there's like bridges connecting them, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking about. Yeah, but I got some nice marble pillars here. They look pretty cool. You can actually craft marble into marble pillars and then chisel the pillars and get different kinds of pillars. So it's like, what? Yeah, these ones. I actually craft them just with some marble. Then you can chisel them. I went with convex. Yeah. Looks pretty neat. So what I want to do now is actually create a floor below this one. Which is going to be fun considering my basement's a little infested. So I'm just going to grab some torches. I don't have any torches. Let me go get some torches and some supplies, and we can go do that. Okay, all suited up here. Just making a bit of a better pair of leggings. Get these charged up at least a little bit. Right? No? Okay. That's fine. Do they actually help at all when they're not charged? They don't. I might actually need like a battery box for them. Something for another time. So let's do this. Where's my crossbow? There it is. Yeah, let's go take back my basement. Just trying to think of a creative way to get down there to look all cool and stuff. We're just gonna go right here. And this is where the granite pillar is. Awesome. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, this is fun. Oh, hi. Just don't want any creepers blowing me up. Let me actually get my torches. That's kind of why I'm here, is it not? Turn on F7 so I can see where the X's are. Actually, if I can't place torches with my crossbow. Oh, they're still spawning. Stop it. Stop it. That was fun. No, there's nothing. Sword. There's my sword. I don't know where my sword is. Oh well. Block. Done. So here it is. Here is my super awesome basement. Oh no, I missed some over here. I need to put another floor below this. I don't know how tall I want the roof to be, but let's find out now. Well, there's probably going to be wires running between them, so the roof's probably going to actually be here. The roof of this floor is going to be here. So the floor of the floor should probably be like down here, I'd say. Let's go here. So you have a 5-block ceiling space. Yeah, I think that works. That gives me enough space. Okay, so now, using all these bones I just got, so many. Unless it's nighttime, in which case I can get some more. It's nighttime, I can get some more. I'm going to grow some giant spruce trees, that's what they're called. And I can get some more spruce wood, because these are just chiseled spruce wood planks. I think they look really good as a floor. I like to keep consistency, and they also look really good with the marble. So, skeleton. There's gotta be a skeleton down here. Wow. No skeletons. Okay, I will go kill some skeletons now. Whoa, he made noises. That was cool. Why is nothing spawning? He made noises also. Alright, so here's what I got. This is still in the middle, and there's going to be basically a pipe running to it. That way it automatically pulls items out of it and they don't just get tossed somewhere. Maybe there'll just be a chest underneath, I don't know. But that's what's going to be there. And all down here, it's going to be lasers. So like, all like this. On all these walls, on the floor. I actually might drop the... Actually, can I drop the... I don't think I can drop the floor down one more. Might have to cut off this row. But it's going to be a bunch of lasers. Because if you look at the recipes in this thing, the biggest one, eventually it's going to become the biggest one, is a little something called iridium ore. That only takes, 80 million RF for one iridium ore, which requires uranium and 6 plutonium each, which will add up very quickly. So we're going to need a lot of lasers. Each laser, I believe, can do 40 RF per tick. So if we get this entire thing filled up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 4, 2,800 and 112. Plus the entire floor, which is 1, 2, which is 7 by 7, 49. So that would be 161 lasers here, plus 8, 169. Wow, that's a perfect square. Which would give us 4,000 something RF a tick. Over 4,000, it'd be like 6, 7,000 RF a tick. Still would take a while, but it'd be faster than what I have now. Yeah, but I'm gonna need more lasers for that. Yeah, so this back wall that you see, all this wood, this actually isn't gonna be here. These columns will be here, but this back wall won't. So I'm gonna show you what that looked like. It'd be like this, almost like that. This column would still be here. I'd probably make this out of marble also. So there'd be cables running to all these from this, and you wouldn't be able to see them from back there. Be able to see them from here, and I think it'd look pretty cool, just having that sitting there with tons of stuff attached to it. There's also going to be other types of machines down here, some multi-block machines, and on the top, there's also going to be tons of elevators. On the top, there'll be all the single block machines, like some pulverizers, some induction smelters, macerators, compressors, all that kind of stuff will be up here. And I still need to put the wall in. I haven't put any thought into the wall. I've been focusing on this laser mostly. I think this will look pretty cool once you get it set up. Just look at this view. Look at where all the lasers are going to be coming from. I might actually even put some like on these posts. I don't know. Maybe like one right here. I don't know. Well, once I'm going to make more lasers at some point, and then I'll actually have power for them. And once that gets set up, then I'll be able to see what these things can really do, what they could look like. I think it'd be pretty cool. So wall. Let's build a wall. Oh, so let me explain a little bit what we're doing here. So a few episodes ago, I made this tunnel that runs all the way over to, see that building right there? Hi. The forestry base, here's the tunnel. It comes up right here, and the tunnel's going to come in right through this entrance. So there's going to be a little boarding system right here. There's going to be some sign, something to say forestry. And whenever I need to do some stuff with bees, bee breeding, that kind of thing, I'll just ride a train all the way over there. It's not always going to be a train. There's going to be some different kind of transportation, but this one, just simple train. Each of these 4 things will go to different bases. On the second floor, there'll also be stations, maybe on the halfways instead of on the main. Like, instead of being here, it'll be like in this gap. So it can have like up to 8 just planned out now. Which is, I think that's about how many I need to make. So yeah. Let's build a wall now. Stop getting distracted, let's build a wall. Don't mind me, just doing a bit of crafting. There we go. There they are. Okay. Big tower. I made a big tower. I was going to show you the walls I did. I don't know if you've seen them yet. I think they came out pretty well. Could be a little better, but I'm satisfied. Ta-da! So I went with a layer of the same cobblestone stuff I've been using here, the cobblestone with dent that I've been using for the whole thing. It's a layer there, which is where the floor is going to be, and a layer underneath, kind of hard to see from there. Layer underneath with classic marble panel stairs and cyan stained pane. And it does have borders. Before I dyed it, it didn't have borders, but I actually think I like the borders better because otherwise it looks too clear, if that's a thing. Like, there was nothing there. Like, you couldn't see the glass at all if there were no borders. So yeah, I think it works. It gives me 2 layers of solid wall before the stained glass panes, which are in a little bit. But yeah, I like it. So moving on, we now have this big tall pole. So I'm going to put my windmills. I spaced it out. There can be 15 blocks of space between these wire connectors. So here's one, 15 spaces. Here's another. So every 16 blocks there's a connector. And it goes all the way up to a very specific Y level. Oh, let me show you something real quick. Let me hop to creative. Okay, so I was doing some testing here with how high I need to make the windmills. And I was just kind of testing them at various Y levels. This is like way down low. And see, notice how it's spinning really, really slowly. If we follow one around, it barely moves. And if you look at these first few, they're all spinning at the same speed until you get to this one. This one's spinning considerably faster. So it's it's not exactly based on height. There are intervals. It doesn't like calculate its output via height, calculates it via which interval it's in. So this one's generating very small amounts of power. This one's generating a considerable amount more. So the speed kind of shows you how much power it's generating. So that's the lowest interval. That's the slowest they're going to be going. Here's the next interval. I just kind of jumped up a little bit to way up here to try to find the lowest level I can make the highest interval. And so I have one way up at the top that's spinning as fast as it possibly can. Notice way faster than these ones were. Then I started going down. And if you look at these two are actually spinning at different speeds. This one's at y equals 201. This one's at y equals 200. If you follow the, if you take, if you try to follow the two of them around together, this one's going like half speed almost. Yeah, so this is the level I want to be at, which is 201y. This one's at 200. So that's how I figured that out. Yeah, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. All right, so 201, and we're just going to drop it there. Ah, no, don't fall. And here we go. Improved windmill. And this is gonna be covered. I'm gonna make these planks go up on all sides through this wire, so you don't actually see it. It's kind of ugly. And then, stop falling. Here, and there. These will both go because wind direction is not important. Now you just gotta connect them up. Axe. Connect them up to this. It's gonna be a little weird because do they have to come in through the top? They might actually have to go to the top. So I do this. Put one right here. The most efficient wire placement you've ever seen. After I spent all the time getting up here, placing wire efficiently. This is by far the most efficient wire placement I've done. Connect. Come on. There we go. I got it. Awesome. So there we go. Here are the two windmills that are going to power this base. Just two right now. I'm going to add more. And I just have to run the power underground. It's right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have space. It's going to run the power underground now. And it's going to come out somewhere on the bottom floor. And go into... it's probably going to end up going into these capacitor banks. Because these are far less expensive than the thermal expansion ones. Like, this holds... How much does this hold? Well, this, the redstone one holds 20 million and is pretty darn expensive. Whereas this one holds 4 million and I can make a ton of these. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to dig a quick tunnel and get it to wherever the bottom floor is. I really need some stairs down to the bottom floor. Okay, now it's time to do a few tests with, not the windmills, but the wires. I want to see if they have a maximum. Because right now, I'm sending the power of 2 windmills down the wire. Seems to be working fine. Just like I had before with the big tower, it functions. I want to see if there's a limit to how much power you can send down these wires. Are you going to turn? Okay, good. No, it has to be placed north to south. So I'm going to set up a few of these right here. Let's go to 4. And so far it looks like colliding the blades doesn't do anything. So let's give these all the connectors. And let's just connect up a single windmill to this capacitor. And I like these ones because you can easily see the number changing, whereas other ones the numbers doesn't change as quickly. 6, 7. Looks like it's going up by 50 every time. If I connect up this one, does it go up by 100 every time? Pretty much, yeah. A little under 100. So there is actually some loss. If it was exactly 100, there would be no loss there. I want to see if that's true. Let's connect to this one straight up to that one. Still loss. Okay, so it's about distance. Doesn't matter about connections. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So this does do about 100. Or maybe it actually is a limit in the cable at this point. Let's connect up another one. If it doesn't go up, then we know there's a limit in the cable. Oh yeah, it's going up. It went up a little bit. You can see the tens digit is actually changing now, whereas before the tens digit was changing slowly, which means we are now getting at least 10 more. So it is going up. So theoretically the tens digit should stop changing now. Yes. Okay, so it can handle 4. Let's try some more. Let's try going up. Actually, you know what? Let's do this easier. Dang. Stop moving my stuff around. And I just dropped that. Just put the next one right here. Closer. Because it matters so much. No, this way. So we have 6 windmills going through these one wire. Okay, looks to be handling it. Suppose it could be going faster, but it looks to be handling it. Let's go to 8. Let's see if these can handle 8. Actually, you know what I should use for this? I'm a dummy. Let's make this easier. Let's actually see what's going on. If you use capacitor banks, they actually give you how much power is going in and out. So let's look at this one at a time. 373 R for tick. Okay. This last one was providing 43. Was this one providing 44? Yeah, it was. 45, 46, 47, 48. Yeah, okay. Interesting linear relationship. So the next one I provide should give me another 42. Which is still fine. I mean, these things aren't incredibly expensive to make. But what's the limit? I still haven't found the limit yet. So we're going to keep going. Because according to this, the limit is technically 50, where the last one would just give you 1 RF a tick. Is that actually the case, or do these cables have like a 400 RF a tick limit? I haven't found nothing. These wires are doing just fine. They're not exploding. They're not catching on fire. This wire right here alone is transferring 823. This node itself is transferring 823. I haven't found any stopping point at any reasonable amount of windmills I'd have. Actually, this is not a reasonable amount of windmills I'd have. At any reasonable amount of windmills I'd have before I upgrade my cables. So now I want to see what upgrading cables might do. So let's go to HV. Get some high voltage wire connectors and some high voltage wire coils. These are made out of steel, so they're a bit more expensive than the other ones. But let's see if they do anything different. We're getting 823 RF a tick from the medium voltage cables. From the high voltage, we can get 972 RF a tick. It's a little bit better. I don't think it's worth it, though, considering what I had to do. So these high voltage wire connectors are a bit different than the medium voltage ones. The medium voltage ones, you can do as many connections as you want to the same wire. So if I had some coil here, I connect this one to this one to this one, and this one to that one. So they're all connected to this one right here. High voltage, you can't do that. Every high voltage connector can actually only have one wire going out of it. So if I connect this one to this one, I can't connect to this one anymore. Which makes things a little bit more tricky. You have to use high voltage wire relays, which have to be suspended from a block. They can't be anywhere. They have to always be on the bottom of a block. And they have as many connections as you want. So I have a relay here connecting these 6, which is then connected to a relay here, connecting these 3, connected to a relay here, which holds these 6, relay there, which holds those 6. I haven't looked at how expensive these are. It's not that bad, but that's a lot more wire I need to place than having to do it normally. It's a little bit. Is it more? Yeah, it's a tiny bit more, because every connector would have to have a single wire to go to the next one. I just now need wires to connect the relays, which is like 4 more wires at this point. It's still a lot. It's still very tedious and a lot of work for 100 RF a tick. At that point, I'd drop on 3 more windmills. But once I get to larger things, I might do that. So yeah, there are wires. Okay, so if you look up there, there's now a bit wider. I took the 2 windmills from over there. You can see there are no more cables. I put them up here. We now have 4 windmills up, operating at max capacity, sending them down this one wire. That's why I wanted to make sure the wires wouldn't explode, but when I did that. And they come into these 5 capacitor banks here. 3 of them are already fully charged. The other ones are charging up. And this is how I'm basically going to be powering my stuff down here. It's not a lot of power, but it'll get things running. When I want to use the lasers at full capacity, I'm going to need some hardcore generators down here. But those are only going to be running when I'm using the lasers. I mean, this is fine for running like basic pulverizers, induction smelters, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is coming along quite nicely. It looks really good from a distance. It's like a big sphere. Yeah. So, next episode, we're going to be starting to fill this thing. I know I said we're going to be doing that already, but we're going to be doing that next episode because I have a bit more crafting to do. Got to make all those thermal expansion machines. I'm going to make some more lasers. Try to get this thing filled up. And if you're wondering what's in here, it's that chicken that was over there. He jumped off. I kept him in a box. He's still got his little hat on. I feel like if I put him in a safari net, he's going to lose his little hat, so I don't want to do that. So that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching as always. Hope you enjoyed. And I can't balance. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.